What is up, investors? Jason here. So I took a little bit of a step back talking about the stock market and just focused on crypto for a while to build an audience. But now it's time to get back into talking about both stock and crypto, doing a balance back here on the channel. So in this video, I'm going to just start transitioning into that, and we'll talk about some of these blockchain mining stocks. So we'll talk about Marathon Digital, RIOT Blockchain, CleanSpark, HUD-A, etc. We'll talk about all them and talking about what currently is going on, because some of them have just recently released their production on Bitcoin mining, Ethereum mining, and we'll talk about what's currently going on in that situation, and is this a good time to be investing into them? Because as we know, we have seen a pullback with the price of Bitcoin recently. And so as we do get to it, if you guys don't mind, please do me a huge favor. Please be sure to smash, destroy, annihilate, or just gently press that like button. It helps me a lot with a huge algorithm and helps spread these videos to more people that might find it interesting. And subscribe if you have not already. And still a good amount of you guys are not subscribed, so please do consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot, and I will be making these videos every day from here on and being very consistent. So now let's get to it. So when we look over at the crypto fear and greed index, we're currently sitting very close to being in extreme fear. We saw Bitcoin have a great October. We saw the price of Bitcoin go up more than $20,000 in October, reaching an all-time high, do a little bit of sideways trading, and then reach another all-time high in the month of November. And shortly after the first couple of weeks in November, we started seeing the price of Bitcoin dropping off from there, where we're currently in this sort of downward drop here with Bitcoin, and it's consolidating a little bit at this time, and we'll have to see how things play out. But a lot of this is actually having to do with regulations with crypto, and different fear within the entire crypto space, as well as the pandemic and new strains of the virus. So we'll have to see how that all plays out. But it is taking a big effect on the entire crypto market, where we see a lot of red in the crypto market, and as well as with Ethereum, which, of course, a lot of these blockchain miners mine Ethereum, and we were seeing Ethereum in the whole month of October on into November do very well. It was staying in this sort of pattern here, climbing up very nicely, and then we started to see it break away at the same time Bitcoin did, and that having to do with possible regulations on crypto, and then as well as the pandemic having a little bit of an effect. But we might see a better performance with the price of Ethereum than we will with Bitcoin. That's kind of my prediction right now, and I'm expecting we might see a better rebound on Ethereum here in the short term. Now, as far as these blockchain miners, though, they're not doing too well. We have Marathon Digital down more than 15%, RIOT Blockchain down more than 14%, CleanSpark down more than 11%, HUD-A mining down 9%, Hive Blockchain down 9%, Argo Blockchain down more than 5%, Bitfarm down more than 12%, and it just goes on. So there's a pretty good issue with all these blockchain miners, and that's what we need to be talking about, because they were doing very well with the price of Bitcoin in the months of October and November. So this is a big change in pace here as things are going on at this moment. So let's cover this and dive a little bit more into this at this moment. So looking at Marathon Digital here recently, what we were seeing is that Mara stock had reached an all-time high on November 8th when Bitcoin had reached its all-time high. We were seeing Mara trading for a little bit under $84 at that time. Now, in less than 30 days, it's been a drastic decline in the price, and currently trading less than $41 right now. We're seeing the price drop off quite a bit here. Now, for the same reasons why we had seen Bitcoin drop and Ethereum drop is the same reasons, of course, that would reflect into these blockchain miners. So we saw Mara take a big step back. We saw the price do a lot of pullback, and now we're seeing even more of a decline in the price at this moment. Now, one of the reasons behind this recent price drop is that in the month of November, their Bitcoin production had declined to 196 in November from 417.7 in October due to the negative impact of maintenance and upgrades to the power generating facility in Hardin, Montana. The company said its mining fleet has produced about 2,712 Bitcoins this year, bringing its total Bitcoin holding to approximately 7,649 with a fair market value of approximately 437.4 million. Marathon's existing mining fleet consists of 31,000 active miners producing approximately 3.2 exahash according to the statement. Now, one of the things about these blockchain miners that a lot of people don't understand is that they will dilute shareholders a bit to raise money that route and to be able to buy more mining equipment and such. And that's a way that they're raising money without having to sell any Bitcoin, as well as to avoid creating any new debt. So that's something that a lot of people don't really agree with, but I understand it because there's a lot of revenues that they can continue generating if they were to just hold on to the Bitcoin or the Ethereum and hope that the value just continues going up. It's going to make them a lot more money in the long run if that's the way that they're going to be conducting their business. But they are spending a lot of money on production to keep up with the difficulties in the hash rate. And that's something that a lot of people don't really agree with them about. But, you know, it's just depending on what type of investment strategy that you're really into. So let's go look a little bit over to what's going on with RIOT blockchain now, because we're seeing the price of RIOT blockchain dropping, but RIOT had a really good November. RIOT blockchain said that it produced 466 Bitcoin in November, a 298% increase from 117 a year earlier. Year-to-date production through November was 3,387 compared with 935 a year earlier. As of the end of the month, RIOT held about 4,464 Bitcoin, all produced by its self-mining operations. Now, when we look across the board, it's the same situation with them having a good beginning of November and then dropping off from there. But some of these, they do mine Ethereum as well. So we are seeing the price of Ethereum not dropping as much as Bitcoin is at this moment. But like for HUD-8, for example, this one has dropped a significant amount. At the beginning of November, it was trading for above $16, and now we're seeing it under $10. So that's a big drop in its price during that time. Same with Hive blockchain. We saw Hive blockchain go up as high as above $5.50, and now we're seeing Hive blockchain hanging around about $3. So big differences within the prices. Even though Hive blockchain also does mine Ethereum. So also keep in mind that these blockchain miners, they're very volatile. In my opinion, they're more volatile than the actual commodity that they're mining. You know, they're more volatile than Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that's something that you do have to take into consideration if you are somebody that does want to get into these blockchain miners, that it's always best to really know what you're doing, to be very strategic in your investment. And for myself personally, I like buying them, but I don't like holding on to them for the long term. They are something that I do like to buy and do swing trades with. That's pretty much my investment strategy always with these blockchain miners. And that's just because the prices are very volatile. You can buy them on these dips, and then you can quickly get a large increase in the price, and it just creates an opportunity. And even if Bitcoin was just to move a little bit, you would see the price of these blockchain miners, you know, throughout a couple weeks, they can drop 50% of their value in no time. Now, I'd like to hear everybody's thoughts and opinions on these blockchain mining stocks. I haven't talked about them in a while. I still do like them, still very bullish on them in the long run. I think that there's a lot of opportunities to do some really nice swing trades with them, in my opinion. So with that being said, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. New videos coming on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.